My name's Anthony Loria, and I've had Crohn's disease since I was 12, and I was diagnosed at 18. So as a 12-year-old, I was experiencing daily sharp abdominal pain, which essentially feels like someone's poking a pencil through your intestines. I was nauseous, I had chills every day, and I'd have blood in my stool every day. I really underestimated the severity of the issue. Being overwhelmed and the embarrassment, that's kind of a powerful combination to a 12-year-old. When they took a look inside, the disease was really severe. The doctor told me that it was, and my mom, that it was the worst case he had seen since residency and his fellowship. And my mom started crying, and I felt extremely relieved. I felt a weight off my shoulders that there was a problem and it had a name and we could, address the problem and go on and live life. I spent my 18th birthday in the hospital. I wasn't allowed to eat for a week, put on steroids, and at that point, I had severe nutritional deficiencies. First, it was a series of, blood tests, standard things that run through, a lab every day, metabolic panels, CBCs, looking at inflammatory markers and nutritional status. Pathologists look at, the tissue and figure out and say what exactly is happening. It's difficult to describe, but the intestines under the microscope are really beautiful. It's complicated, and the structure fits the function perfectly. It was freeing knowing that the disease was under control and that I didn't have to worry about where a bathroom was or be so tight on my diet. I'm feel incredibly fortunate that I met someone who's kind of said, that's okay, and we'll tackle it together. She's been through a lot. I think I've put her through more than most people who've been married their first year, but I couldn't do it without her.
Communication is really important, especially in a disease like that that's so taboo. To be able to check in with somebody and say, okay, how are you actually feeling? What's going on? Because Crohn's disease flares and then it dies down, and it flares and dies down, and it can be different day to day. He feels terrible that I have to sit in the hospital with him when that's what I want to be doing. So that breaks my heart that he feels that I'm being inconvenienced, when really that's what I'm here for.
Bowel diseases are not something that we talk about. We don't talk about problems that people have going to the bathroom. It goes back to the embarrassment I felt, as a kid. I'll have tests probably for the rest of my life. I continue to get infusions now every 6 weeks. Every time I go to an infusion, I have a number of blood tests drawn. And like I said, those all go to the lab and they all dictate the care that I receive. People are resilient, and you can adapt and really accomplish and live a normal life. If I didn't have, the accurate and timely results which are generated by laboratory professionals and pathologists, I don't think that I would be able to do the things that I do. Their work and their dedication to patient care has allowed me to live my life.